Alright guys, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Adriens' bike. That's a good look. This is a 1992 BMW R80R, and it's bought out to a 1070, similar to the other bike we just did. Adrien's here to talk us through everything that he's done to it. Adrien, over to you. What did you do to this?
Now it's still a R80R, but it has been swapped with a bigger kit for the engine. Now it's a 1070cc, so it's the biggest flat twin you can have without going too crazy. And,
so this thing pulls?
It pulls. It still has to be fine-tuned in terms of carburation.
Right, okay.
It's a bit a pain in the neck to make the perfect carburation.
Oh, really?
But we will go there.
Is that because it's got air filters?
It got air filters, different carburetors, which are 42 millimeters instead of 38s.
Okay.
Which is making the setup a bit more complicated.
Right. Let's start at the front and then we'll work our way back. So, sorry about. No, you can tell it's a proper garage. There's some noises all over.
Yeah.
All right, so starting from the front. So the shocks?
The shocks are a kit we build on most of our bikes. It's a full kit with triple clamps, forks, calipers, and disc brakes. Those are usually coming from the S1000RR.
Wow.
So the track bike from BMW. So you have like the nimbleness from a modern motorcycle on a young timer or even on old timers. We have bikes from the 70s with the same kit on it.
Wow.
So you have the braking performance of a modern bike on a good-looking bike.
How many millimeters are these?
320.
These are 320. Yes.
And
that's a lot.
A French brand used to work with aeronautics.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
They do brakes for small airplanes too.
Wow.
So quality-wise, they are pretty good.
For those who've seen a lot of custom bikes out there, Beringer and obviously Brembo are the two kind of leaders in that field, and obviously that goes up to all the calipers, the braking, the clutches, everything, all done. So that all came as a kit. Together.
Yeah, this is something we provide here.
And you can do that. So I could bring in my BMW and you can put that whole
definitely. With full street homologation for Switzerland, which is valid for most of the countries around the world.
And tires you've got on here. This looks like Hyde. Is that a Hyde now? No.
This is MT60 from Pirelli.
Pirelli MT60.
Yeah,
got it. Okay, so kind of.
This one is the RS in front because it's more street focus.
Okay.
And this one is not the RS because the size doesn't exist for the rim.
Right. We're going to talk.
In one.
So it's three different pieces you put together.
How to make easy stuff complicated.
Right. So the actual.
So the headlights itself, it's a LED headlight with accelerometers inside. So you have a special lighting when you turn for the inside of the curve.
Wow. So it's
when you lean,
tilt sensitive.
Yeah, correct. Then I found a frame around in Australia from a purpose-built motorcycle.
Purpose-built motor.
Just broke it open and glued with black Sika. This metal.
But it's all metal still, and then you welded it all on.
I just glued it with Sika, black Sika, Sika Flex.
I mean, you wouldn't know. You just think that. I mean, maybe this should be a Meister headlight.
Maybe we should get
You're seeing it here first.
In touch with the
three
brands.
There's something you guys do which is quite synonymous with Meister, is this kind of
clean cockpits.
Very clean. Kind of top clamp here with the Moto Gadget Speedo built in. Do Moto Gadget provide the top clamp, or it's another company?
No, it's another company. Okay. But this very brand is providing three different clamps in this part to be able to put all the Moto Gadgets.
So the thin LED one,
the big round one, classical, and this half moon shape with all the most information you will get is with this.
Is interesting. So that shows tachometer.
Tachometer. You have acceleration in G's. Deceleration 0 to 100, 100 to 0, all this stuff is
and you can calibrate all of that using the switch gear.
Always a special little button hidden somewhere here to change all the menus.
So clean, isn't it?
Right here. Yeah.
And then shocks, these are all adjustable from the top here?
Correct, yeah. put on it. Yeah, so I have something sticky here.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Wait, no way.
I have a magnet hidden here. Put this here and here.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that is.
And you can move it around because it's spherical.
That is insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
No, me either. I don't know where I found this one a long time ago.
That is extraordinary. And so the magnet just hides under here when you don't need it. It's all metal anyway.
Yeah.
I always thought that was a bell.
No, it's not.
I was always like, why would you need?
We have a horn. We have a horn here.
You're not going to hear the bell.
Traffic.
Moving up to the handlebar. I mean, this is a
clean.
very
This is a fat bar.
Fat bar.
Goes from 28 to 22.
To 7/8. Right. Yeah.
Clean cockpit as much as possible.
Yes.
The only mandatory controls we need here is the horn and the high beam, because no blinkers. It's not mandatory on the street before 2013.
So you don't need any blinkers at all.
Not at
no
all.
mirrors.
Just the arm.
Kind of staple. And these are built well grips or no Vans?
They are Vans.
Vans grips.
Yeah.
Love that. And then moving up to
the tank from the BMWs from this time, but this bike had a bigger tank. The R80Rs have the fat one, which is higher and shorter.
Wow.
But I thought for this project that was the best shape.
To keep a lower profile, right?
With. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this one is providing this horizontal line that we always like to have on all our motorcycles, from the front till the rear. We try always to have like a straight line, as straight as possible.
Right.
That gives the proportion and the shape of the motorcycle.
So you really think a lot about the geometry of, I guess, like the frame cut to there and then the flat.
Yeah. And this tank is risen by 20 millimeters
to keep it.
Yeah, to keep it in line with the
match
rear
with the subframe.
Correct.
And then the subframe is obviously something that Meister do a lot with these bikes. You have the homologated testing.
Correct. So those are parts we import from Germany, from different brands, but we have all the homologations to put them on BMWs, and we can still cut into them and give different shapes, because the structural part goes until here, and the whole rear, it's actually free of...
Just floating?
It's floating.
Wow.
So we
on one side?
Yeah, and so we basically cut here, removed like 10 centimeters, and then put this higher angle. It used to be long like this, and it was almost flat. And that's a shape I always wanted to do on a project.
Yeah, it gives a nice little kind of kickback.
Correct.
Talk me through the yen.
That's a little symbol of my nickname from Adrian. This is the sign from the Japanese currency.
So the engine has been bought out. So it's a big bore kit. It was an R80.
Correct.
And now it is a 1070.
Exactly.
So you've managed to get absolutely every horse out of this bike.
There is a potential of 100 horsepower. We're not there yet. It's probably closer to 80 now.
Wow.
But with time and commitment, we will try to reach probably 90, 95, maybe 100 PS.
Unreal.
That's the goal.
So how fast does this go now?
We had a race 2 weeks ago on an airstrip.
Yeah.
I reached 175, 180 with this one. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. So, but I'm sure it can reach 200, 210 probably. Yeah. With a long straight.
And everything fine, like no wobble with the...
Nothing. And the braking performance is giving.
And I bet the sound of this with these pipes, like this exhaust you have on here?
This exhaust, a legal exhaust. This is a two-in-one with a Y shape underneath.
So it's two into one, and then
and there is like a cross pipe, a bridge in front, which allows the engine to use both pipes as the cylinders are banging one after the other. You have the rear lights, which is street legal right here.
Wow.
So no blinkers, those are the rear light and the brake light.
That's very cool. And then the seat, you do this all in-house?
All in-house. We have the luck to have a saddler working with us with more than 40 years of experience.
Wow.
He used to work for big brands like Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Lamborghini and so on. He's working now with us. We are building the frame itself, either in glass fiber or this one is in carbon fiber.
The seat frame.
Then you can shape the foam yourself or with the saddler.
Wow.
I was not exactly happy at the beginning. I wanted to have a thinner thickness here and here.
Okay.
It's like tapered shape.
Right.
So I went to his. He used to work in his own shed before. Now he's working with us. So I went there. We shaped the saddle together.
It's
then
beautiful.
we choose the material and
and it
the
goes
stitching.
so well. The black and the red stitching. This is alcantara.
That's correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Amazing. The rear shock, again, this is a Öhlins or?
No, this is a Hyper Pro.
Hyper
It's
Pro.
a brand I discovered when I built this bike, and providing a lot of different shocks for young timers and so on. And they set up the shock for your own body weight. So you have, when you order the shock, you have to.
Is this before or after lunch?
The daughter, yeah.
So when you've eaten nothing, that's when they weigh you.
Yeah.
Okay.
70 kilos. This shock is set for.
Anyone else bigger than him, you can't ride this bike.
No.
I mean, look how tight that is. That's. When you put this on, did you?
Yeah.
I mean, and did you have to do any adjustments, or it just
No,
fit like that?
sometimes we have to move the wheel a bit to the left,
Right.
to allow the tire.
You put
not
like a
to touch
spacer in.
the
Yeah.
spaces. With this one, it's still in the center, which I'm pretty happy with.
I mean, it's
usually it's touching the. How you call this part?
The sidewall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Just, I mean, it's almost like barely touching. It's so neatly done. Like everything is just meticulous. It just fits.
Yeah.
And it goes into
So I
play.
went a bit crazy on this project. Took me a year and a half to figure it out exactly what I want to do. Look for parts all over around the world. The Footpegs are coming from the US, for example. It's just an old couple passionate about
Night design.
yeah.
Very cool. And talk me through quickly. You said it has a specific drive shaft.
Yeah, so the BMWs we're working on are 3 different transmission. You have the double link, so you have the two shafts on the side. You have the
Monoshock.
correct, and you have the paralever. Paralever is the latest one, the most modern one. You have an extra link underneath.
That's this guy right here.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which allows the wheel, when on a bump, to go up and stays in this position. The wheel itself is not rotating around this axle like it will do on a normal bike,
Wow.
which provides more comfort and more control.